So the reason I believe in the things that I believe is because of the synchronicities in my life, even young and up, developing all the way till now. And it's because I have a mind that is different than most. It's a pretty active mind. But I can. It's almost like a Sherlock Holmes kind of thing. It's a reverse engineering type of mind. I see a problem and I can dissect it. I can decipher it. I can go down to what caused the problem. Thing, go back in time. Let's see what happened, how we did it. But the thing is that the reason I am spiritual in the way that I am is because the patterns in my life and the events and the things that happened didn't make sense in the constructs or the world that I lived in. It went actually against the philosophy, or not the philosophies, but the order of the world at the time. Not anymore. But the Piscean Age, the end of the Piscean Age there, um, it didn't make sense. Like things would happen in my life that just, I mean, people that targeted me, things that happened out of the blue, things that they just didn't have any sensible basis, any reasoning that was logical to happen in the ways that they did. But the presence of them and the patterns that they made repeated. Even if they were in different circumstances, it was the same kind of lesson. It was the same kind of pattern that I recognized. And I'm going, well, that would, that means this then. If you decipher it, look back at it, and you say, I've had a lot of traumatic experiences in my life, and it didn't mean I was a bad person, and I knew that, like I knew I was a loving person, and I knew I just didn't want anybody to hurt, because I knew what hurt felt like. I didn't want anybody, and that's still me. That's still me, is that I don't want people to experience pain, and I had to learn that lesson because people took from me to avoid their own pain, and they put their pain on me that I didn't cause, and tried to make me suffer their pain. Hurt people, and this is true. Unhealed people project their pain onto people that are healed because they don't like that they are, but they're not willing to do the work themselves. They don't know how, which is understandable. I mean, it's a very confusing thing. You have to be able to look at yourself. You have to be able to be accountable. You have to be able to be honest. You cannot avoid. You cannot distract. You have to nitty gritty, man. You have to be honest with yourself to heal yourself. And only you can heal yourself. You are the only one. Like, there's no one else that can do this for you. That's what sucks about unhealed people that hurt people, is because they don't realize this. They don't want to feel it, so they're just going to keep pushing it off on someone else to experience, and that can make them feel better, I guess. Even though if they looked at it, they would realize that that pain is still there, and they're still angry, and they still hurts, and it's not being solved, resolved. And that's the thing about accountability and honesty with oneself, that you can't unless you can do that. That's like the first step. The thing about denial, you know what I mean? Like, you have to be able to see the problem, know there's a problem in the first place to be able to even look at it. But once you can identify the problem, or that there is a problem, even name it, it's already over. It's already over. The fact that you can see it and you know it exists, I mean, like, yes, you need to make steps to try and remedy it. But I mean, the fact that it's acknowledged in your brain, I mean, your higher self will make situations in your life, you know, so for you to deal with it, you know what I mean? So you can feel better. So you are relieved of this pain, type deal. Um, I don't know really on that.